The sun had just only begun its slow climb into the sky, casting a golden glow across the quiet roads. The air was already warm, carrying that gentle promise of a perfect day, a day made for riding. As the engine fires into life beneath you, there's a moment, just a brief pause, where everything aligns, the vibration through the underbars, the low rumble beneath your seat. It's not just a machine, it's an invitation. You roll out onto the open road, the world still waking up, the tires hum softly against the tarmac, and with each twist of the throttle, the horizon seems to pull you forward. There's no rush, no urgency, just motion, smooth, effortless motion. The warmth of the sun settles in your shoulders, wrapping around you like a familiar jacket. The breeze cuts clean through the air, brushing against your arms and chest, cooling just enough to remind you that you're moving, that you're alive in this moment. Every sense feels sharper. The scent of fresh grass as you pass the open fields, the faint sweetness of blooming flowers drifting across the road, even the distant sound of birds feels clearer, somehow more present. And then, as the road opens up, so do you. There's a freedom here that's hard to put into words. No walls, no barriers, just you, the machine, and the endless stretch ahead. The world doesn't feel like something you're passing through. It feels like something you're part of. Even bend in the road becomes a conversation, every straight a chance to breathe. You lean gently into a curve, your body moving in perfectly in harmony with the bike. It's not something you to think about anymore. It just happens. Instinct takes over. The line is clean, precise, almost effortless. And as you come out the other side, there's that quiet satisfaction, that subtle person victory. Moments like this brings a kind of peace that's rare. The noise of every life fades away, replaced by something simpler. The steady rhythm of the engine, the wind, the road. It's a kind of meditation in motion where thoughts don't disappear but they settle. They slow down. They just make sense. You pass through small villages where life moves at its own pace. People glance up as you ride by, some with curiosity, others with quiet admiration. But you don't linger, not today. Today is about the journey, not the destination. Out on the open countryside, the road stretches wide and inviting. Rolling hills rise and fall in the distance, painted in deep greens and soft golds. The sky is vast and endless, a perfect blue with just a few drifting clouds that seems to move as slowly as the time. There's a moment when you ease off the throttle, letting the bike glide. No acceleration, no braking, just coasting. And in that moment, everything feels still, even as you're moving. It's a strange kind of stillness, one that only exists out there on two wheels, surrounded by space and silence. This is where freedom really lives. Not in speed, not in power, but in the simplicity of it all. The ability to go wherever you choose, turn left or right without hesitation, to follow a road simply because it looks interesting. There's no schedule here, no pressure, just possibility. As the day warms, the light shifts, becoming softer, richer. Shadows stretch longer across the road, and the air takes on that late afternoon calm. You can feel it in the way the bike responds, in the way your body relaxes even further into the ride. There's a quiet confidence now, a connection with the machine beneath you and feels an extension of yourself, responding to the smallest inputs, the slightest movement. It's no longer about control, it's about trust. And somewhere along the way, you realize something is important. This isn't just a ride. It's an escape, yes. But it's also a return to something simple and real. A reminder of what it feels like to be present, to be aware, to be alive in the purest sense. The road continues, always inviting, always unfolding. And as long as it does, you keep riding, not because you need to get somewhere, but because being here in this moment is just enough. Because out there, on a warm day, with the sun on your back and the road beneath your wheels, you're free. So for every rider out there, I wish you all the best and a safe journey.